And a very good evening to all my viewers. It is right now Wednesday, November 29th, 2023. It is 6:14 p.m. Eastern Canadian time. And we're going to be going for a little REM ride from here, Île-des-Sœurs, which translates to Nuns Island, to Central Station in Montreal. So I want to show you guys something. Here, of course, is the Samuel de Champlain Bridge right here. Look at that beautiful illumination. You saw it in the beginning of the video as well. But check this out. You may not know, but underneath this section of bridge here, there's like a little, I guess, enclosement here, and inside it's, I guess, like a maintenance facility or something. I see like a little snowplow in there, and this pretty cool fan here, I guess, for ventilation. Not sure exactly what it is. I assume, like I said, some kind of maintenance or storage area that was built into the bottom of the bridge. So another thing that's interesting, finally the traffic lights here look like they're about to be activated, and the ones down there as well. You may see it as we approach the station, but these traffic lights have been up for months, maybe even more than a few months, maybe closer to a year. And they were just sitting there. At least now they're flashing, so vehicles have to stop. There's fire station 67, by the way. Another view of the bridge before we cross. And here, of course, coming up is where we have the buses that go around Île-des-Sœurs, Nuns Island. We'll be passing there as well. We'll be in the station, be inside the station in about, I'd say, 2 minutes or so. That looks like the 176, I believe. And the big news, well, the turnstiles are working. The turnstiles are working at all the stations now that are open on the REM. First it was Du Quartier, and then I think Brossard, and then recently Central Station, Gare Centrale, and now finally Île-des-Sœurs. There's the 172 Golf. So I'll give a little shout out here to I think he's a fellow YouTuber who actually has Île-des-Sœurs as his YouTube name. So if you're watching, shout out to you, buddy. This is one of the newest routes on the STM, the 176 Berlioz. Now look at this. This is a new sign. In case of a REM service disruption, take this bus. That's a new sign. I think Caliber Kitty, another fellow YouTuber, saw a sign like that as well. Alright, so we're approaching now the station finally. I just wanted to include that little view of the bridge because I thought it was nice. There's Notre Dame Basilica. Looks like a light show or something. They're advertising. So the traffic lights are on, but these screens are still not on, which I assume is going to be used for bus schedules. Hang on, guys, just want to adjust my lens here for a minute. Hang on. Alright. So, thing is, when it's cold out, you have to watch the lenses. Sometimes they get a little bit full of moisture, condensation. You gotta try to keep them dry. So yeah, this is all, like I said, the bus terminal associated with the station. And there's the station now coming into view, and we'll be seeing the turnstiles in action. And this is quite cool because this is my first time using the turnstiles to go in to the actual station. I obviously used them to exit, but so if you are interested in only seeing the REM ride, as I put in the description, here's the point of the video where we're entering the station if you wanted to fast forward. The thing I love about the REM stations is at nighttime they're well illuminated, very beautiful. And I think we're at the tail end of rush hour now, so we'll test out these turnstiles here for the first time here at Île-des-Sœurs. So we have 5 minutes now till our train. I just wanted to point out, so here we have, I guess this is universal accessibility one, and this one as well, universal accessibility. Wheelchairs, bicycles, strollers, you know, that sort of thing. And this one right here, I guess, is for regular users. So we'll go through here, test it out. One thing I like about these turnstiles is the motor mechanism on them. And if you do want to go back through, I'll just show you. You walk towards it and it opens up and closes soon after. So we'll take the elevator. Another thing that you may or may not know, these are actually touch screens. If you look, there's a mouse right there, or a pointer. See that? So if you had a mouse, you could probably use that as well. Not sure. I guess when they're programming the elevators, they use those. It is pretty warm in here. I don't know if they have the heat on yet. I think it is on. Yeah, this one looks orange a bit. Yeah, definitely the heats are on, the heating elements. So 4 minutes. And there's some clips. Oh, here's the train coming from the other direction. So because it's rush hour, it's usually busier heading south from downtown into the suburbs, because the suburbs is usually where a lot of people live and they work downtown. So in the morning rush hour, you'll have people going north towards Montreal, and in the afternoon rush hour, you'll have people coming back from Montreal towards the South Shore and the suburbs. There's a nice, I think that'll be my thumbnail right there. Alright, so we'll wait for our train to arrive here. So as I was mentioning,
Gare Centrale.
So as I was mentioning in other videos,
Correspondance avec la ligne orange du métro.
As we approach Central Station, listen to the noise levels of the REM. Listen to the noise levels of when we're right before Central Station, where a lot of those noise complaints came from. We'll see if it's quieter compared to the last video, even more. lot of fellow YouTubers and transit fans out there have been mentioning they're looking forward to the first REM ride when we get a snowstorm. If you're not aware, this is a sound wall. And the reason why this sound wall is here is because there's studios to our right. Movie and television studios. Right in those buildings down there. So I'll give you guys a view of Rail Maintenance Center. And there's a Siemens Charger train right there with the Venture set. Looking forward to riding that someday. And a beautiful view of the Montreal skyline. And yeah, here comes the Exo Yards here in Southwest Montreal. Of course, without the MR90s, because the MR90s are all the two remaining ones are at Expo Rail. Interesting, there's a little camper vehicle down there. So it looks like we got our regular, we got some multi-levels there, a couple of bi-levels, and yeah, the CRRC trains from China there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a regular bi-level. 8, 9, 10 of them now. So we got 10 CRRC train cars now, train wagons. So if you guys can hear what the sound levels are like now compared to earlier, especially coming up here, you'll notice it's a lot quieter. At least in my opinion. Oh, what do we got here? A train coming. What train that is? It's Via Rail. Yeah, so definitely much quieter now in this section of REM compared to about a month ago when they started the noise mitigation project. And one of the coolest views here coming up, the approach to Central Station. Give you guys a bit of a side view here for a change. So I'm curious if we're going to switch tracks here. Probably we'll stay on this one, but you never know. One of the newest skyscrapers here in the city. National Bank Tower, Bank National. That looks like we're staying on this side. So I'll show you guys the turnstiles here as well, since we're here. And our via train.
Station, Gare Centrale. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
Oh, a really nice view of the train, really close up too. Alright guys, so I'll end the video by showing you the turnstiles.
Terminus. Merci d'avoir voyagé à bord du REM aujourd'hui. N'oubliez pas vos effets personnels.
Check out the ones at Place Bonaventure here, since I already did a video earlier on the main ones, going to the Central Station main hall. These are old relics from, I think, back when this used to hold the MR90s for the Du Montaigne line. Now, I've often said, you know, this here kind of reminds me of Berry-UQAM Metro Station. If you are familiar with Berry-UQAM Metro Station, they have a big plaque in the middle of the station commemorating the opening of the metro. It would be cool if they did something similar here for the REM. Alright, give you guys a view here of this Metropolis departing. And that is the name of these trains, by the way, Siemens Metropolis. Alstom Metropolis. Not Siemens, why am I saying Siemens? Bombardier Metropolis, and I think it's technically Alstom Metropolis. It would be interesting to have some Siemens trains. So here is, here's where it says exit only. But you'll see in a minute here, you can enter technically. If you put your card here, you are able to enter. So, kind of interesting. But yeah, you can enter, but it's, I think, specifically meant to be an exit. Let's take a look if we can actually get back in through the doors, because if that's an entrance, if they're, you know, showing it as an entrance, I'm wondering if they've at least unlocked these doors here to get back in. Let's check it out and see. Yeah, I was saying before, it would be cool if we had some Siemens rolling stock in the metro. Maybe the next generation of metro trains will have Siemens, I don't know. No, people cannot get in and see somebody's trying to open the door. So yeah, it's still locked. So anyway, that's rather interesting. So maybe, you know, maybe as the system evolves, they'll eventually have this opened up and not locked. And by the way, since we're here, I'll show you guys Place Bonaventure. There it is. Alright, so thanks for watching, everyone. As I always say, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and as always, more content to come. Have a good night and a good day.